might have heard of a street named Martin Luther King Jr., but did you know about the real person? Hi, this is Ryan Newman, reporting for News. A few months ago, I got to visit Atlanta, Georgia, and learn about a very important person in American history, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Our family spent some time exploring places in Atlanta where he had lived or worked. I learned a lot about his life and the huge impact he had on our country. He was born in this house in Atlanta on January 15, 1929. Back then, many people were born at home and not at a hospital. His father, Martin Luther King Sr., pastored Ebenezer Baptist Church just down the street from their home. His mother, Alberta Williams King, played an organ at church and filled their house with music. Later, Martin would co-pastor the church with his father. We visited the King Center and learned about Dr. King's work. He fought to get rid of unfair rules that kept people with darker skin apart from people with lighter skin. Martin made speeches and organized marches. He worked to change laws. He used words, not weapons, to move our country closer to his dream, a dream that all people would live peacefully together and have equal opportunities. I recently spoke with some friends who shared how Dr. King impacted their lives.
My name is Joyce Moore. I am a kindergarten teacher. I have been teaching for 41 years.
I am the senior pastor at First Baptist Church in Pittsburgh, California.
A day does not pass without marinating on the message of Dr. Martin Luther King. That is the truth for me.
I was born in Birmingham, Alabama. Dr. King affected my life in a positive way. As a child, I grew up there where when you went to public buildings, you had to use the bathrooms or faucets that were labeled colored. The few times that I rode on a bus, we always had to sit in the back of the bus. There were usually maybe only 4 or 5 seats in the back of the bus. The rest were in the front. So even if the bus was not filled up, you still could only sit in the back of the bus. If it was full, you would have to stand in the back of the bus. So the way that the movement with Dr. King and others changed my life is they stood up and they said, this is not okay. This is not the way to treat people. We're all created equal.
Dr. King was about what is right, not who is right, but what is right.
I try to ensure in the position I have as pastor and just as a human being of always being able to live in peace. So I try to follow his example.
Dr. King stood and he said, I will do whatever it takes. And others came alongside of him so that people like me would have freedom to worship wherever I wanted to go in any store, to go to any school that I wanted to go to, and not have to be afraid that someone would hurt me because my skin color was different.
He stood for justice in a peaceful way.
My dad was the director of law enforcement in South Carolina, and he went to the King Center in Atlanta, Georgia, with a large group of agents to study how Dr. King was meticulous with the root of nonviolence and how to apply that in law enforcement. And I think that is such a beautiful thing.
The stand that he took, the beatings that he took, the jail time that he had to serve along with many others, made a way, opened the door for me to do and be who I am today. There was a time not too long ago I could not have been their teacher because I could only have been a teacher for children that had brown skin.
I think about his words of love.
That's what I'm learning from Martin Luther King, to treat everybody not necessarily equal, but fair. And fair means that you have to actually embrace someone to find out who are you? Who are they? What are their hurts? What are their successes? What do they celebrate? So in order for you to really meet the needs of an individual, You got to enter into a relationship with them.
I think of what this world would be if we had Martin Luther King today. He was so young when he died, but his message to me is timeless.
To love my students that are all different colors, to have friends and neighbors that look different from me, but we can still be friends and have a wonderful life together as a result of the sacrifices that Dr. King and many others like him made.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream lives on today, for peace between us, justice for all, and that we would all love and care for each other.